live. Divine greetings, entity, energies, lovelies, bodies of light, the seekers and sojourners of truth. The 144, chosen of the chosen few, you know who you are. I greet you in the love that lights the truth. From my heart to yours, I am Celestial Earth in this divine energy essence of it all. As usual, reporting to you live from none other than 5D, the fifth dimension, and the shift is happening. The shift is definitely happening. The earth is being moved. I'm in the beautiful island still of Jamaica in my ancestral homeland, getting these light codes, getting these land codes, these earth codes, plant codes, ancestral codes, road codes. It's all just lighting up. And today I got the mountain view. You guys, you could finally see the mountain behind me. So I'm just sharing what I have with you. There's some messages definitely coming in. There's been a lot. Right now, what I'm seeing as we approach the 1111 portal tomorrow, it's another major portal that is big, and I would say as big as the 888 or the next best thing. And I was seeing that from the first. It was confirmed for me today in something else that I was viewing, and I should say, from 11:1, there was this portal. There was such a confirmation of 11, 11, 11 all over the day of it. For those who have the 5D calendar, if you look in your 5D calendar, you will see that on the 11:1 portal, which is 111, which was also a new moon. There was a lot going on. There's the new moon. And you will also see in the 5D calendar that is in the month of Sekhmet, which is the month that we are in right now, the Scorpio month. You will see that the number that day is 11 as well. So there was so many 11 codes. And if you counted up all the numbers of that day of November the 1st, 2024, all of that adds up to 11. So the code for that day in the Gregorian calendar is 11. The day is actually the 11th day of the Sekhmet month in the 5D calendar. And it just lights up the codes of 111. So there are so many codes. I was seeing the binary codes of the ones and zeros. And this one is really activating the creative activity, which is the masculine energy to move forward, to do what must needs be done. And this was on the new moon moving forward. And so we were in a vortex from 11:1 to 11:11 tomorrow. And we're shifting right now into another vortex. And I'm saying this so those of us, our star seeds out there, can get your light codes, light up, know the transition that's happening. And it's for a lot of us to let go, release a lot of what no longer serves us. And it's for us to open our crowns. We are in a crown chakra season. This entire fall season is a crown chakra season, and we're being invited right now. Actually, our crowns are very much engaged. Whether you know of it being open or not, our crowns are engaged right now in this crown chakra season, and we're getting so much light codes, and we're getting some solar flares that will be coming either right around now, the 11:11 portal, and as usual, for those of you who know, when I talked about the solar flares, it's just more information, right? It is the sun spewing more flares, more information. Anything that comes off of the sun, which the sun is our server, is light energy and information, is the light codes that are coming to pour in on us like showers of light to help shift us into the next paradigm. And when I speak of shift, my confirmation for shift today was tremors in the land. Like, I kid you not, today we felt 2 tremors in the land. And I was like, I don't know how many people felt it in the island, but apparently there were others who felt it in other parts of the island. in Kingston, is what I'm told. That somewhere by, if those of you who know Kingston, somewhere in Lyons Road in that area, Queensbury, I believe, has felt the tremors, and we're in St. Thomas and felt the tremors. So I felt it twice, and everything was like, you could see the plants and everything kind of shaking, and I was like, the earth is moving. The earth is moving. Things that we have in the earth, invested in the earth, is moving. There is a shift. The vortex that we were just in from 11:1 to 11:11, which is all these binary codes of 1 and 1 and 1, and that is the masculine energy within these binary codes of ones and zeros. 1 is masculine energy, creative energy, and the zeros are feminine and receptive energy, but we're being ushered in and shown the masculine energy. So this is a divine time right now. This is one of the powerful portals, and as I'm seeing the shift, I'm seeing that we're shifting from one vortex to the other, because we're going into another vortex from the 10th to the 19th, from today to the 19th. For those who have been with me and know, I have spoken of it before, probably haven't spoken of it since last year, but there's the new beginnings vortex from the 10th to the 19th. And this is a very important vortex, right? New beginnings, especially for me, because that's how the calendar was able to manifest and move forward, because of my understandings through last year, through the universal codes of 7, the universal year of 7 manifestation. It was highlighting to me through every 10 through the 19th, which I call a vortex, this new beginnings that was highlighting number codes, highlighting and showing where we really are in our divine timeline. So it's always highlighting something between the 10th and the 19th. So we're going from one vortex to the next. We're shifting from one to the next. And as we go into the 11:11 tomorrow, we're going to be in this new beginnings vortex. And this was the word of the new moon. It was about activating the new beginnings and what we're shifting to. Remember, Pluto is leaving Capricorn on the 19th. So there is a major shift happening with the 19th, in the 19th, 9, and I see it as 919 for those who catch those codes. But there is so much happening with that we must understand. Okay, what I can tell you that we must needs do. We need a lot of discipline. We need a lot of patience, patience with ourselves, patience with the world, and self-discipline big time, because we need to remove ourselves from our fleshly desires, the things that are driving us in the ego. The solar plexus needs a purification. We need to purify our identity body in this process. Open up your crown intentionally, because it is engaged. And as these codes come in and engage with your crown, invite it down and imagine it coming into your solar plexus and engaging and just flushing out what needs to not be there. Everything that you think you are in this world, you are not, right? Because we're in this world, not of this world. Let me say it that way. Everything that you think you are of this world, you are not. And this is the shift in the earth that is happening. This is the movement that is happening from that new moon that was showing us new beginnings. And now we're approaching the full moon, which is going to be a full moon in Taurus, and Taurus is also earth. So we're seeing the earth shift. Also remembering that our Uranus is going to be engaged, because Uranus, which is radical change, is about shifting. So Uranus as well is moving. It's the Uranus in Taurus is going to be activated. So the radical changes must happen. And this is the last full moon before we shift out of Pluto in Capricorn on the 19th. So this is the last raw. This is the last teardown. This is the last opportunity to get rid of your false illusions, your disempowerment thoughts, where we give our power to other sources, to other people, to the government, to whatever it is that you feel is a leader of you, because you are your own lead. And we are to follow our intuition's lead, our inner guidance, our inner compass and map. And we are to make radical changes through this full moon. But the 1111 portal is a really good boost if you traverse through it correctly. And remember, it's all about the pre-portaling work. So what you have been doing before the portal is what's gonna highlight what must needs be done within the portal, through the portal, and coming through to help catapult you through transmuting with the full moon, because this needs a major transmutation. There's a lot of people that need to uplift, that need a major facelift, to reface certain things, to remove the unhealed wounds, right? There's something major that I was speaking about with my family earlier, to remove the unhealed wounds. We have a responsibility to remove and to be a part of the remembering. Remember that you as a spirit, I don't care what is facing you right now, what you're going through. You as a spirit chose to have this experience, and we need to remember that choice, respect that choice that we have come here to have. Whatever the situation may be, it is your spiritual choice to have that soul unfolding journey to release the trauma, karma trauma from your past lives, the holes in your soul, right? And it's for us to get engaged with right thinking. It's for us to get engaged with our spirit. And remember what time it is. As this shift moves, it is shifting us into a higher dimension of ourselves, if we so choose to, with all these light codes that we're engaging in. But it is a choice, and this is a choice point. So my best advice would be to use this portal very wisely, this 1111 portal. It is a major portal. I would invite you to look at what has been happening thus far. Look at what has been happening from the 888 gateway, which was walking through the halls of Amenti. We were supposed to release illusions. We were supposed to detach, right? Detach and remove from certain things, right? Detox to detach. Those of you who were in my group know what that was for. And then we were supposed to remove the illusions while walking through the halls of Amenti. And from that time to now, what illusions have you been breaking away? And I'm talking about the illusionary stories in your family lineage, the illusionary stories in this world, in the illusionary stories in this politics that is it's an illusion. All of these illusions that says this is how it is. Have you been breaking those illusions? Have you been changing your values in this earth? Taurus, full moon in Taurus, Uranus in Taurus. Are you ready for radical changes to remove what needs to be moved? Right? So there is major work to be done, and we're being asked to look at these unhealed wounds within ourselves and have the discipline to face them. Remember, there's a lot of looshing happening right now because the desperate energies are doing desperate things, right? And so the illusion of whatever it is around you, we're to break those illusions, but we have to know thyself. The key is to know thyself in every way, especially the uglies. The good, the bad, and the ugly, but especially the bad and the ugly, because if we don't identify it, then we cannot remove it. And if we have any resistance, then that is going to block the codes that are coming through, not just for the 1111 portal, but in this shift of one vortex to another, in this shift when Pluto moves out of Capricorn, and it's not going to dip back in Capricorn. So there are things that we need to break within this earth. The administrations that we've had in this earth needs to be uplift, needs a facelift, and uplift needs to be removed. But we have to identify it. So we have to know thyself. We have to know the crevice and the corners of our demons. And the demons are your unhealed wounds. And there is nothing to be healed, only truth to be revealed. So know that the revelation is what is important. Pluto is about revelation. Death to rebirth, revelation. What has been coming up for you? What are the truths that have been coming up for you? And allow it to fall away. Allow the death to happen so that there can be a rebirth. The shift is happening. The tremors are happening right now. So I invite us to utilize the everything, the portals, the full moon coming up. Take what you've gotten from the new moon, because there was information that came in with that, in the 1111 and all these ones and this masculine energy that is highlighting the creativity and the creative activity that is coming from receptivity. And I know it's getting dark, so I'm going to have to close this out. This was a real quick one. So this was a live so that I can get to those of you. Thank those of you who are here, whoever came through, 1 and 2, 3 few, whoever you are. Please remember to tap into your soul. I'm going to see if I can do another one with the 1111 portal tomorrow, going in a little bit more on that, but there are definitely some codes that we need to be paying attention to. Ancestral work. Please do your ancestral work. The ancestors are definitely speaking. And one of the major things I want to share with you all is that if there are elders that you are around, listen to them, because there are codes that they are exchanging. Even if they're telling a story that it didn't quite go that way, listen to them and allow the light codes to speak to you. You will find the truth even within their lies. You will feel the truth coming out. Activate your third eye, engage your third eye, and you will feel, see, sense. The insight will come to you. Believe me, a lot of you, your powers are coming online, so you will know it, right? And it will be shown. So with that said, since the light is going faster than I could say light, let me go ahead and close out. Thank you all. Remember that this is a major shift. Be prepared for the shift. Do what you can in the shift. For the portal, I would just sit in a deep meditation. Allow your crown to be open and expand your crown. Do not have any resistance. And the resistance in you will be the things that you haven't worked on, the things that you haven't healed. So as this is happening, if you feel any ascension symptoms, it's particularly headaches and things like that, any blockages, that means you have blockages somewhere and you need to expand it in that area, in that energy center, and expand it and remove the resistance in that area so that the light codes can flow through you, because there's going to be such a flooding. These solar flares are bringing such a heavy light. There's going to be such a flooding of light energy information that you're going to need to remove the resistance. It's that important. And I'll talk more about that tomorrow as we come in. So again, thank you all. Each one, reach one, teach one. If you don't know where to start in your big, beautiful heart. Shine your light from the inside out and be the candle that lights the next one and the next one and the next one. Peace, love, and light. Good evening.